Turn to M3 and Karen B for this week's episode of Comply on the Fly. You'll get quick and timely answers to the most common employee benefits compliance questions so you and your business can keep moving ahead. Please note this podcast and the contents herein do not constitute legal advice. Please seek the advice of counsel for any benefit compliance-related implementation, guidance, or strategy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen B. And the Comply on the Fly question of the week is, am I required to make premium adjustments to COBRA at any time? And how do I handle open enrollment for COBRA participants? These are great questions as we are heading into fourth quarter, and for many, the renewal season if you have calendar year plans. Renewal season is time for you to look at your COBRA rates and make sure that you are making any necessary adjustments. The COBRA, or Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act regulations, require COBRA rates to be computed and fixed prior to the start of its 12-month determination period. If rates are not properly adjusted, it is difficult to make any further adjustments during a determination period. If you have fully insured coverage, the applicable COBRA premium is generally the premium charged by the insurance company. If you are self-insured, the applicable COBRA premium may be either a reasonable estimate of the cost of providing coverage determined on an actuarial basis, or the cost of the plan for the preceding determination period with a cost of living adjustment if coverage under the plan has not significantly changed from the prior period. Regardless of how this applicable COBRA premium is calculated, if you anticipate a change, you should be communicating those changes prior to the start of the next 12-month determination period, which of course for most plans will correspond with their plan year. In order to make a COBRA premium increase effective for the new determination period, plans should provide timely notice to qualified beneficiaries before the new determination period begins. Although neither the COBRA statute nor Department of Labor regulations explicitly provide for advance notice of a COBRA premium increase, the DOL has informally stated that COBRA coverage may not be terminated for insufficient payment if COBRA qualified beneficiaries are not provided reasonable advance notice of increased premiums and a reasonable opportunity to pay those increased premiums. Accordingly, if a plan is adjusting its COBRA rates, we recommend that you formally notify all COBRA qualified beneficiaries of the change or changes. Now remember that during your open enrollment period, a qualified beneficiary under COBRA has the same rights as active employees to change coverage if you offer that open enrollment period. Specifically, the regulations provide that, quote, if an employer makes an open enrollment period available to similarly situated active employees with respect to whom a qualifying event has not occurred, the same open enrollment period rights must be made available to each qualified beneficiary receiving COBRA continuation coverage. This includes changes to add coverage for dependents and elect coverage under any other available plans offered by the employer. Accordingly, of course, you should ensure that COBRA qualified beneficiaries are receiving the same open enrollment materials as your active employees. So what is the takeaway? You should be sure to measure whether any annual rate increases will have an impact on COBRA rates and communicate those changes to your COBRA qualified beneficiaries. In addition, for employers offering year-end open enrollments, be sure to include any COBRA participants in your enrollment communications. And that is your Comply on the Fly question of the week. Thanks for tuning in.
What's on your mind? If you have a pressing compliance question, send it to askkarenb@m3ins.com. We'll do our best to cover it in an upcoming episode. You can now follow and subscribe to Comply on the Fly on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. Make sure to tune in next week and encourage others to join us.